Hi there.
Hey, are you feeling better this week?
Yeah, a little. Now I've got a lingering cough,
Oh,
so I've been taking Robitussin and it helps somewhat keep it under control. So
yeah,
I've been doing, and it just draining.
for sure.
Just
I was
tired.
so proud to see your little bracelet up there,
Oh, on
your
Facebook
TP
Market?
bracelet.
Yeah.
So I want you to think about making, trying to tweak and make more compelling your copy.
Yes, I know.
I
I'm,
know. It took everything you had to get it up there, I bet.
you did. I've been trying to get it up there for days. I struggle so much with that.
So, what I want you to do, because I read your emails, and like confidence is everything.
I know. And I lack it terribly.
And so because I have, and that's why I haven't been communicative, is because I wanted to like sit and really think through like what would be some good exercises for you.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want you to do, yeah, we're recording. I just wanted to make sure we were recording this.
Yes,
So I
please.
forgot. What I want you to do is think about what things in your life, like if what were different, you would feel confident. Like what would need to change for you to feel really confident.
Yeah. Selling some of my stuff would make it me feel better because I feel like I don't want to say spinning my wheels so much. There's no what would be the way I'm not motivated to do it at
Right.
all. I mean, I want to do it. I do it because I want to, you know, because I feel like, I've been pinning. I have been
Yeah.
doing all the pinning and I try and remember to do the market. I do have notifications on for my Google Calendar to remind me to do it. So I try to remember to do it, and I'm just kind of at that point to where, okay, now what do I do? Because I get to the point, okay, I put my TP up there. Now, next week or the week after that, I will be like, now what can I promote? And I don't think I can put my TP up again because I already did.
Right. So that's where you can get creative with your copy. You can use the same piece,
Mm-hmm.
but crop it differently
Yeah.
and then change the copy on it so that your copy says something like, she's always been your shelter in the storm. Give her this TP bracelet as a reminder, you know,
Yeah.
of how grateful you are for her always protecting you.
Right.
Or or to let her know that you'll always be a safe place for her.
Okay.
And so we're recording this so you don't have to remember to write it all
Yeah.
down because we got it all recorded.
Yeah.
But like the thing that I sent you with the love is love, I
Oh
sent that
God,
for
I
you,
love that.
I sent that for you to use.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had just put it up. I had done one and just put it up. So I thought, I'll wait a couple days before I
Yeah.
put that up, and
But
everything.
I want you to like, you only get better at that stuff by doing it. And I know it is really hard to ask for feedback, but say, hey, how can I make this ad more compelling?
I know that's hard
I
for me
know
to
it's
do.
so hard because you
It,
become vulnerable.
yeah, and sometimes they'll say something and or their feedback because I read, I lurk, I'm a lurker, and it's just like, it's just like, well, I should have thought of that myself, and it just like, now I feel stupid.
No,
Because
don't
I didn't
should
think
on
of it.
yourselves. On your
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like house cleaning. It's always way more fun when it's someone else's, right?
Oh, definitely. Or someone else's house. Yeah. I
Yeah.
used to go up and clean my mom's house all the time,
Yeah. And
but
it's
I can't
way
clean
more
this
fun
house.
when it's somebody else's because we
Yeah.
don't do it for ourselves. And the
Yeah.
same thing is true
And I
for,
think we're too close. I'm way too close because I know what it is. I know why I made it. I know all the ins, but it's like, how do I portray that to someone who doesn't know anything about my jewelry?
well, and I
Because
think you're still thinking of it as jewelry
I do.
instead of thinking of it as what are you really selling to this person? Like if you're selling the ability to let someone know how much they're loved, which is that whole TP shelter in the storm, ups and downs. Like that's what you're really selling. You're selling this connection, them being able to express a connection.
Yeah, I have to work on my copy on that too. That might help.
And some of that is going to come from confidence, because here's the thing. Your work is good. Nobody's going to.
Oh yeah. I get told that all the time.
Any critique of like Monica wore the bracelet to church on Sunday. She had her little trans bracelet. I gave them both, like they both wanted their bracelet. So I said, that is your gift. And they have been wearing them. And so the work. I
should have sent you business cards.
You should have.
I didn't even think about that.
That's okay. What I want you to do is take that picture and Google Monica Helms, because you have her name, because it's in the thing. I want you to Google her Wikipedia page. Because she has donated, invented the trans flag. It's in the Smithsonian. She has a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
So post your picture and say, meet Monica. Monica's wearing my trans flag, bracelet. Get yours today to support the trans community.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask you to ask her, could I do that?
I asked her, but it would be lovely if you did as well.
If I could use something like that. Yeah, and that she's the creator of it and everything. So, yeah.
And it is in the Smithsonian. And oh my gosh, she loves talking about that. So I have no doubt that and in fact, you could even do an interview with her.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And get like a couple.
I like that idea and everything, but also I love it and I will do it. That's not a question at all and stuff. But in my mind, okay, in the back of my mind, or like the call's over and I go back out there and I sit at my table and I've got some stuff I'm working on right now. And I kind of want to keep my mindset. I'm trying to find the words, okay? So just give me a minute. I'm
not in a hurry. Take your time.
I'm bad like this. But how to not necessarily find, but where do my market hang out? Is Etsy where I should be? And also, two good news. My Shopify shop is launched. It's up and running. So I need to start focusing on putting that out there. So I'm thinking I could still probably use the same ads, but just change the link to go to my Shopify instead of to Etsy.
Yep.
I don't know which way to go. I've changed all my shop links. Like if you do my Facebook page, go to my regular Facebook page, it will tell you the Shopify. I changed all that to Shopify.
Cool.
So everywhere that I had my Etsy link, I now have my Shopify link. So I'm going to hope that helps. But I need to really, really market it too, because I know
you have to drive traffic there.
I have to drive my own traffic. Yeah, I had a call with Melissa, so we went over everything. So I think I can run it, like adding new products and stuff like that. And she said she's still available for the next couple of weeks too if I run into problems. So, and I think it was Saturday, I filled out all the information Lena needs. So she's starting to work on my logo and my banner. So I know I won't hear from her for a week or two. It'll be a while. And I had a call with Zuli yesterday for get her set up on doing some modeled photos and whatnot set up. So she's so awesome.
She is. And I'm no Zuli and I'm no Brandy. I just was trying to get you a few pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically with Darlene, because that's so special.
That's more important than just having someone actually model it, because it's her,
Yeah.
She's the inventor of this, And
I'm going to talk to, I have a few friends with trans family members and I'm going to let them know about it.
Yeah. And, but I feel like I'm going on the right track, so hopefully it just gets, I just get so overwhelmed with myself, probably, get on my own back. My sister used to tell me I was my worst enemy. I
I
was
would
on my
agree.
back.
She was a wise lady.
Yeah. She used to always tell me, would you get off your own back? If you'd get off your own back, you might get somewhere. So I'm really good at doing that.
Well, and so I know you were having trouble. You were kind of doubting your ability to like fit in those stores.
Yeah, some of them I do. I've got a list of like 6 gift shops to contact.
Mm-hmm.
So it's working. Like you said, though, it's a long process.
It
took me
is
hours to do those.
Yeah, but San Francisco. So what I want you to do is when you start to feel like, is my stuff good enough? I want you to find a brand that's not yours, but would be a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it's not bracelets exactly, it's somebody selling that boho traveler, that selling a similar solution, maybe not a similar product.
Yeah, right. I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see if they would fit in that store.
Mm.
Because if they would fit, you would probably fit.
Right.
So if you're having, if like the do I fit in this store struggle, then you can take it outside of you and say, would this thing fit in this store?
Okay.
And if yes, then you just add them to your list.
Yeah.
And don't worry about whether you're worthy to be in the store. Just make the list. Because a lot of them are probably going to say no. And that's okay.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it'll help you if you're getting in your own way, like it sounds like you are.
Yeah, I think I am. I'm good at that.
You can kind of have somebody else that is a similar thing and think, would that fit? So maybe they sell keychains, or maybe they sell, okay, so I'm almost imagining somebody who maybe sells stamped keychains with like the the GPS locations of places.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so not a competitor in that they're not selling jewelry, but they are selling something that marks special places.
Mm.
And that is a gift to somebody that's meant to be a sweet and sentimental and meaningful gift, right?
Right, yeah.
And that's all the stuff that you're kind of doing too.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're looking at these places, if you are having a hard time with thinking, would my stuff fit there? Then you think, would the keychains fit there?
Okay.
Because if the keychains would fit, you probably would too. And it's a lot easier to decide for someone else than for yourself, right?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
So take yourself out of it and imagine that you're scouting for a company that does something like that.
Okay.
Pretend like you're scouting for them. You can even make a name up for them. Make a name up for them and, a similar customer. And then think about, the person who's spending $20 on a special keychain. So these are not the $3 and $5 keychains. These are the customer that wants a special something.
Yeah.
And if they'll spend $20 on a keychain, they'll probably spend $40 on a bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep. Right. Yep.
So that
you just need to do it.
You do. Like, 10% of this is the coming up with ideas, and like 90% of it is the just doing it.
Yeah.
And I can help you with ideas all day long, but that is the easy part.
Yeah. It's getting me motivated to actually do it.
And the 6 inches between your ears are going to be the place where everything happens.
Yeah, true.
And I wish it was like not that, I wish it was something I can do for you, but I can't.
No.
I will help and support you with ads, and I will help and support you with, trying to come up with creative copy and come up with ideas.
Yeah, that's what I need to do, I think, too. So, and I don't know, I just also feel bad. I used to be able to do really good, but I'm just not being found on Etsy at all. It gets depressing to always go in, and when you look at your stats and there are 4 or 5. So somehow to
Which
get out there.
means, like, if you're seeing that and it's been a while since you've done your SEO, it means you may have to adjust that SEO, right?
Yeah. But it comes to, well, I don't know what else to say. Beaded bracelets, loom
Well, remember we
bracelets.
were talking about you're focusing on product instead of focusing on purpose. So you're focusing on what product it is. So beaded bracelet, loom bracelet. That's the purpose is best friend gift for mom, birthday gift, anniversary gift.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? So when you focus on product, you only catch people looking for that product.
Right. Yeah.
And the amount of people that are looking specifically for loomed bracelets is not a lot. And the amount of people that are, of that subset that are going to pick yours is not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can get on, because you have Marmalade, don't you?
Yes.
Get on Marmalade and look up birthday gifts, secret sister gifts, best friend gifts, best friend birthday. Find some of those that are getting good engagement without having a lot of competition.
You're right. Yeah.
Because
I know that
you're
much.
selling the purpose, not the product. Don't sell the product.
Okay.
I mean, like, you are selling the product, but again, that's not what we're really selling. We're selling that connection.
Mm-hmm.
Special milestone gift or confirmation gift, or like all of those reasons that someone might give a jewelry item.
Okay. I hadn't thought about it that way. So, yeah.
And so if what you're doing isn't working, this is where you can embrace, this is my opportunity to look to, and I say, like, I do not say this lightly, because I live this. Like, if it is not working, this is my opportunity to figure out, like, how does the rest of the world see this?
Right. Yeah.
And they don't see it as a beaded bracelet, because, like, somebody may go into Etsy looking for beaded bracelet, but if they do, they've probably got something really specific already in mind.
Right. They do. Yeah.
But if they're looking for unique gift for Mother's Day or meaningful gift for mom, they may not have a specific thing in mind, but yours totally hits that when they can, when they can see the bracelet. And then maybe one of the pictures, since you've got extras, is the ad that has the copy on it.
Okay. I never thought about putting that up there.
Yeah. Because you totally can.
Yeah, with the copy and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it gets them to read something that they might not have read in the description about why the up and down, why the zigzag pattern is meaningful.
Right.
Because it's in the photos. And we always look at the photos before we read anything, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like, when I buy on Etsy, I look at the photos like 3 or 4 times before I even look at the, like, information.
Yeah. A lot of people probably do. And they just buy off the photos sometimes too.
They do. Yeah. And so if you can sneak stuff in the photos, that's a neat way to engage your customer with what they're really getting.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's where, if what you're doing isn't working, we got to find out a different way to be.
Yeah.
If what I'm doing isn't reaching out to people, then I either need to find out, I'm clearly reaching the wrong place, right? Because people are out there.
Oh, yeah.
And so I need to figure out, how do I need to shift this? What do I need, And then when we start to see, where do my people come from? And, like, you're pinning on Pinterest. If that's where your people come from, then you keep doing that until you notice that that's not working. And then we have to shift.
Right. Okay. Kind of like what I did with my craft shows. I mean, I just wasn't getting them anymore, so I needed to do something different. Yeah.
Exactly. And here's the thing. None of this is stuff that you don't know. Like, I know that you know this.
I know.
I am just the external voice outside of you saying, do something with what you know.
Yeah. instead of sitting here beating myself up.
Yeah, don't do that.
Which is what I've been doing.
Here's the thing, beating yourself up takes a lot of energy, right?
Yes, it does.
And that energy would be much, much better served in actually moving you forward instead of keeping you exactly where you are, but just feeling bad.
Yeah. I think that's why I kind of pushed myself to finally make the connection with Lena and Zuli.
Yeah.
Because
And I bet you're
like
energized.
I'm going forward, and it gives me excitement. And I mean, oh my God, Zuli is so excited to do my stuff. We've been talking for 2 years to do my stuff. And she's even going to do more than what I bought. Because I bought for 5 photos, 5 different items, and there'll be 5 photos with each item. And my whole aspect with her too was to do models. I need modeled photos. And she's going to make sure I have the model photos because I couldn't remember if that's what I purchased or not. If not, she'll send me the link and I can add it, so that she's already got it planned out too, because her family does her modeling. She's already got it planned out. Her sister, she's got a sister who is like just really boho and likes that kind of stuff. She's already got it all planned out on how she's going to have her sister dress and do everything. And
Perfect.
She wanted to know what I was sending her, so I only have 4 things together. I'm kind of stuck on my 5th thing, and she loves everything that I'm giving her, and she said it'll be perfect. And then you remember that silver cuff like I have where it's just beaded on the front, and I have the matching ring?
Yeah.
I really wanted to get a photo of that, but incorporate that it's also a ring. That it has a matching ring to it.
Yeah, because I have that set here, don't I?
I think you might have 1. I have like 3 different sets.
Okay, because I was going to say I can drop it in the mail to her if we need to.
Yeah, no, I've got 3 of them. I got 3 or 4.
Those will be a big, big winner.
I know. I just need to get them out there. And as I was telling her, I should say, that to photograph it in a proper way, to get that feeling and to bring it to you and to have it modeled, and so she said, well, that and the matching ring, because a lot of boho, when I'm doing research, you see the whole arm, with a lot of bracelets and the matching rings.
Yeah.
So that's what she wants to try and incorporate. But I told her, I says, is that 2 different products, the bracelet, the ring, and everything? She says, no, just put it in one, just send it to me and I'll take care of it.
I'm going to take care of you. Yeah.
Yep. And then I have the other, which I always forget about. It's just the bar that goes around, and as she called it, and it works, is the sleeve, the beaded sleeve that goes on it and comes off.
Uh-huh.
I do 1 in silver and 1 in gold. The bars are actually silver and gold. And then I have 5 of them, 5 different of the sleeves and stuff. And she said, send it to me. Send it all to me. Just send it to me. Send me the gold bar, a silver bar, and all the sleeves you have, and I'll work it out. So that way in my photos, you can see the different sleeves and their options, because I want to put it in as variations.
Right. Yeah. Listen to you.
And I'm like, Zuli, she's doing all this stuff, and I'm sending all kinds of stuff to her.
So if all of these people are working their tail off for you, you cannot give up.
No, but I get through that mindset that I do. I want to, but then I tell myself, no. That's when I make myself go do some looking at the Facebook ads, and I keep going back to the Sundance catalog site. And it really gives me inspiration to do something, because I'm like, my bracelets would fit. I was even on their artist page and reading about their artists.
Why don't you apply? Even if you don't get accepted?
Yeah, it ran through my mind the other day when I was reading that. My price range is not theirs, that's for sure.
Well, but remember, you're going to sell to them wholesale. So your price could be your wholesale price, and then they charge whatever.
Yeah, because they're charging like $400 or $500 for most of their stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you would need to raise your prices probably even a little bit for them, because you're going to have to hire some help.
Yeah. But yeah, that's when I started feeling down and stuff. I have this tendency to go back to Sundance site. and just look at how they're doing things. I'm following them on Facebook and Pinterest now.
And if they can do it, you can too.
Yep.
There is nothing special about what they're doing.
No, like I said, I'm following them on Facebook, so now they come through on my feed. And I've been reading and looking at how they're pushing Mother's Day stuff.
And look at their ads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want you to start making your ads look like they could be one of their ads.
Yeah, definitely.
So watch how they use images. Look at how do they have copy,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because eventually you're going to create your own style, but you're going to let their style be your training wheels.
Yeah, that's right. Very true.
You're going to eventually have your own voice, but until then, until it matures, you're going to let them be kind of a guiding template.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
And I want your images to look like they could be their images. Like your stuff, because we know that your stuff would fit that group of people, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So I want your ads to look like they could hit that same group of people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I want you to look at the fonts they use. I want you to look at the ratio of the sizes of fonts to the image. I want you to look at all of that stuff.
Okay.
When you're creating your images, when you're creating your ads, I want you to look at theirs and go, okay, what's going on here? How many pictures are in there? What are they doing to pull you into the image? What are they saying to keep you interested?
Right.
They're listing the price so that you know how much it is. They're listing where to buy it. They're listing what's neat about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then you start looking at all of that stuff for your own so that it matches.
Yep. Okay.
And I want you to sign up to get the Sundance catalog.
Okay.
And I want you to apply to Sundance.
That's a scary step.
It is. And you know what? They're probably going to say no right now because you probably haven't had enough sales yet.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay because you'll then have the name of the person at Sundance. So you can send them a little note that says, hey, I've updated my catalog. I know you may not be ready quite yet, but take a peek and let me know what you think.
Yeah.
So then you make a friend. And when you're ready, that friend knows you.
Yeah. I'm not a stranger.
Right. You're not a rando person. You're somebody they've been working with as you grow over time.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I was reading some of the artists and the way they were written about the artist, how it says about the artist on there and stuff, which got me thinking about my about page. I need to word it more like they did it than how I did mine, because I've never really liked my about page anyway.
Yeah.
Just threw something up there so I had it.
Are you using a good, fresh, happy looking picture
of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It was one of the conference pictures. I think it was Asheville's.
Okay, cool. Those are good. Brandy and Zully did those. Those are good.
Yeah. That's what I'm using. I put that up almost everywhere. If they wanted a profile picture or something, that's what I did.
And you're smiling in it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah. Yep.
I know there were a few people that were grumpy Gusses and did not smile for any of their pictures.
Really? No, I am. Of course, I have to be, Jamie. Betsy's standing behind me standing in front of me behind Zilly making weird faces. Says, you better smile. Which I liked because it made me do a natural smile.
Yeah.
Smiling for a camera, it's not always real.
Correct.
So she's back there making stupid jokes and stuff, making me laugh. So, but yeah. But, yep.
Well, it sounds like you've got quite the little bit of work cut out for you.
Yep. Biggest one is to get off my own back and stop doubting myself.
Yeah.
I doubt myself way too much.
So here's the thing. Whether there's this quote, and I don't remember who said it, but they said, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right.
I think I've seen that before, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yes, I've gotten kind of motivated to try and start finding those kind of quotes and put them up on the wall where I sit,
yeah,
and start having those up there.
yeah,
Betsy's painting me a kitty that's hanging off of a branch,
uh-huh,
and she's going to right across the bank, hang in there.
yeah.
And she already knows where she's going to put it so that when I look up from my computer, I see it. Because she's my support group.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to make you stay in there.
Now, did you go talk to people?
No, I didn't. I forgot all about that.
So that's going to be another little homework assignment.
That kind of
You'll meet a few people, have conversations with, just start up conversations with like 3 or 4 people in the next week.
Okay.
Complete strangers that, like, I talked to somebody today in the bathroom at work, and I just said to her, "Oh, I like the color of your shirt." And she's like, "Oh, thanks. It's a Mellow Mushroom shirt." And then we said, "Oh, I love that place." And I'm trying to find the color of t-shirts for this. We're doing the Owl Olympics because we're the Kennesaw Owls, so we're having an Owl Olympics. And I said, "Oh," and then she said, "Oh, well, what department do you work?" So then, like, it starts this conversation.
Right. Yeah.
And then it's a new friend. It's not, and I didn't need anything from her. I left and, said, "Hey, I love what you're doing. If I can help, let me know." But now I have a new friend in, 2 doors down that I would have never met. And I don't need anything from her, but it's a new person in my sphere of influence.
Right.
And so for you, a piece of your confidence is going to be built by just doing things that are scary and seeing that they didn't take you down.
Yeah. Yep.
And I know it's going to suck for a little while.
Yes, it is.
But just like we talked about with that social, like, kind of the idea of social interactions being almost like a bank withdrawal system, a deposit withdrawal system, like making yourself vulnerable, which is actually a sign of strength.
Mm-hmm.
Like allowing yourself to be vulnerable in front of someone else by saying hello first or giving a compliment or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That can actually make you stronger. And eventually you realize that not everybody feels almost as anxious as you do all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I think I was very fortunate between the genetics and my dad, that I don't feel anxious about meeting people. Like, I love it, but I realized that I am in the very slim minority.
Yeah, probably very.
I chit chat with my coworkers and I'm like, "Oh, wait, you don't love talking with new people? You don't love collecting friends? Like, what is this?"
Yeah.
But not everybody does. I realize most people don't. So thinking through it as transactional, not in the I get something from you, but like in the I'm going to invest in you. I'm going to make myself vulnerable to you to show you that I trust you.
Right.
And then when I trust you, it's instinctive. We instinctively tend to trust people that trust us.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, did you know that in pornography, they will make the pupils of the women larger?
Oh, really?
Even if they're dressed the same, they will make the pupils of the women larger, because when you are around someone you like, and not just sexually aroused, but like just genuinely like you enjoy their company, your pupils open up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's romantic, but other times it's just, people you enjoy, your pupils open up, almost like to take in more of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
okay, that makes sense.
When brands, and they do this with pornography, they do this with ads, like look at the ads. They will take the pupils and they will make them look bigger to have people, when they look at that image, to go, I trust that person because they look like they like me.
Mm. Yeah.
Because their pupils are big.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's all these there's all these kind of things that happen, and you can take advantage, not in a sleazy way, but you can make the most out of those.
Yeah.
You know, there's do you ever watch TED Talks?
No, I never have.
So there's a lady named Brene Brown, B-R-E. Hold on, let me find. This is her name, B-R-E-N-E.
Oh, okay.
And her whole field of research is about the strength that comes with being able to show vulnerability. And if you want, like, if you are ever in that, I need to, like, if you're ever feeling like I want to grow personally and perhaps with your business as well, but like her stuff, she's got a bunch of TED Talks, she's written books, but it's all about the science of vulnerability.
Okay.
And how exposing weakness is actually a strength.
Really?
Yes. And it almost says, so here's kind of the logic behind it is I'm going to expose my vulnerable spots because I, one, trust you, and that instantly builds trust.
Right.
And two, I know that even if you hurt me, I'm strong enough that this won't take me out.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
It does. But it is counterintuitive to everything that we instinctually do.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And so if you get a chance to like watch her TED Talks, I mean, TED Talks are short. They're like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And this would actually be good for your kiddos as well.
Good. I need to get them motivated.
Well, it's just a good life skill to have, to like understand the dynamics of relationships like that. Because power dynamics, people who assert power through being bossy and being controlling, they don't actually feel powerful. People who feel powerful don't need to assert power in that way.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
And so like bullies don't actually feel powerful.
No.
Bullies feel scared or intimidated or whatever. And that comes out in, I'm going to show you how tough I am.
Right.
But if I have to show you whatever, I don't really believe I'm that.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah.
Yeah, because anytime we're having to show someone else, we're telling that more to ourselves than we are to other people.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, so it's about getting your mind wrapped around, like, and I know that this is a long process. Like, this is a lifelong process for everyone. So don't beat yourself up that like, oh, I didn't get it in the first 2 days.
Yeah.
But you're already, and I'm seeing it in you, you're already making choices that when you start to feel that, you know, I can sink into it, or I can go, I'm going to make a different choice.
Right.
And you're making different choices.
Yeah.
And that is huge, right?
Oh, it is. Yep. Definitely.
And so as you learn, I mean, we all do the best we can with what we know.
Right.
You know? And there has been, so far, your life may have taught you XYZ. Like, this is the way that I behave in order to keep myself safe. Right? Like, I guard my heart because I can't trust people, or I put up protective walls because people have been out to hurt me before. I've been hurt before, or whatever. Or people have said that I'm not worthy of whatever. You know, because everything that we think about ourselves, we've learned from our environment.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So when we want to consciously change that, we have to think about, okay, how am I going to embrace something different? And you're rewiring your brain to think a different pattern.
Right.
You know, it's almost like muscle memory. Like, you know how when you know one way to get somewhere and then you have to go a different way? Like, for instance, this is this is sort of a dumb example of it, but like coming home every day. When my husband tells me to stop at the store, I have every intention of stopping at the store on the way home, but I will fully pull up into the driveway before I remember, I was supposed to stop at the store. So then I have to back down the driveway, turn around the cul-de-sac and leave and go back to the store.
Yep.
Because I have a whole lot of muscle memory for doing that exact routine. And I have to catch myself before I pull. So I have to make like 3 turns to stay going the way to the grocery store. Like I have to turn in our subdivision and then turn on our street and then turn in our driveway. So I have to catch myself at any one of those spots before I'm in the driveway in order to go to the grocery store. And if I'm really paying attention, I can catch myself before I turn into our subdivision, which is the ideal situation because then I don't have to turn around.
Right.
But sometimes I don't catch myself there. I catch myself when I'm turning into our cul-de-sac or when I'm turning into our driveway. And I still have to go, okay, this is not where I wanted to be. Let me turn around and go where I need to be. So there are going to be days when you catch yourself and you're not even in the subdivision yet. You're doing awesome. Like something happens and you catch yourself and you can keep moving. And other days when you're in the driveway and you go, okay, well, this isn't where I wanted to be. Let me back up and try it again. And it's okay.
Yeah.
You are not in the house yet. You have not fully committed to that behavior.
Yeah.
You can turn around and try it again.
Oh, yeah. I have done that.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, ideally, of course, you catch yourself before you turn in the subdivision.
Yeah, ideally.
Ideally. But if you don't, you can still turn around and go where you intended to go.
Right. You can.
You're a little delayed, but, like, it's not the end of the world.
True.
But
it's not.
But if you never get, like, if you drive up into the garage and you say, well, I'm not going to turn around because I'm already home, you're never going to get to the grocery store.
Right.
So if you have a bad moment and you end up in the garage, just remember, you don't have to get out of the car and live there. You can back the car up and go to the grocery store.
Yep.
You can go where you need to be. You don't have to stay somewhere that a bad moment has taken you. That is the first time I've used that analogy, but it kind of works.
It does work pretty good. Yeah. It does work. And it's easy to understand because almost everybody has done that, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah. And so if I started going to the grocery store every day after work, which Lord help me if I ever had to do that. But if I did, I would start building a new pathway where I would not pull into the driveway, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like I build a new way of thinking about my drive home that I don't turn there. And the more you make choices that head you in the direction you want to be, the more frequently you do that, the more frequently you build muscle memory for that new choice instead of the old choice, the old way of thinking.
Okay, yeah. Gotta think that.
Yeah, and so it's a practice thing. You build muscle memory for whatever you do. Your body and your brain thinks, oh, we're going to do more of that.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's for better or for worse. So if you're doing things that make you feel crummy about yourself, your body and your brain are going to be, oh, let's do more of that. And you're going to keep feeling crummy. And then your body will feel crummy too. And then your brain will feel crummy because your body feels crummy.
Yep.
And then your body feels worse because your brain feels worse. And it's a negative cycle. But if you start doing things that make your body feel good, then your brain goes, oh, well, maybe we could be okay. And then when your brain is better, then your body starts feeling better, right?
Right.
And then instead of a negative cycle, then you got a positive cycle going on. So I want you to store this video because this video is one that it sounds like you might need to listen to every once in a while.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
And then you can kind of do a self check-in when you're getting to a dark place or a gloomy place or just a apathetic place, even where you're just like, I don't care. You can kind of go, am I in the driveway? Am I in the cul-de-sac? Am I like, where am I in where am I that I need to turn around?
Yeah.
You know what?
Mm.
And even if you get out, even if you had gotten out of the car and gone in the house and sat down, you can still stand up, grab your keys, and hop back in the car and go to the grocery store.
Yep, you can.
It's a lot
Doesn't
more
matter
work,
which
it's
way.
super annoying, but you can do it.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. So I think that's one thing that's sticking in my head for the last week or two, to just, I really think I need to refocus on my SEO. And I like what you were going with, the think more of the connection.
Think more of the
Yeah.
gift's purpose than the product itself.
Yeah.
What is that
Yeah.
product's
Not
purpose?
thinking about the product so much.
Yeah. Because you're going
Yeah.
to be limited on product. Because then you're looking for people who are only looking for beaded bracelets. Like that needs to be in there too, but it doesn't need
Well,
to be
yeah.
focus.
Yeah. I need to change the focus, and I'll do that with some of my bracelets and we'll see what happens.
Well, we talked about with the pens, like graduation gifts,
Yeah.
teacher gifts,
Yep.
housewarming,
And I need to put
contracts.
those. Yeah, I need to put those like graduation gift. I'll do some research like on that, and like teachers' gifts and stuff. Instead of having like pin covers, the first part of the titles and stuff, maybe switch it around. Like graduation gifts.
Yeah.
Pin cover.
So here's my little gift
Sleeves or
to you
something.
for today. We're going to hang up right now, and I'm going to make you an ad because today is
Okay.
National Teacher Appreciation Day.
Is it today?
It is today.
I've seen it, but I didn't know what
I'm
day
gonna
it was
make
actually.
an ad for the pens for National Teacher Appreciation Day.
Okay.
And so I'm going to hang up now so I have time to do that before Jason calls me for dinner.
Okay.
But I'll have it. I'll message it to you in the next couple minutes using your pen images.
Mm-hmm.
Of,
yes.
Using
the ones you took.
Yeah.
Those
and just
are
say,
amazing.
It's National Teacher Appreciation Day. Tell your favorite teacher how much you appreciate their hard work with this lovely,
Mm-hmm.
that they're helping write the future for young people.
Right. Yeah.
The pen cover, you're making writing their future more beautiful or something. I'll figure it out. But okay. I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to let you go so that I can get that done really fast. And you can get it up in the market.
Yep, I will.
All right, cool. I will talk to you soon.
Okay, sweetie.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, where is